Hello everyone, myself Himani Sharma from RPIT campus. In today's class, I discuss about the pancreas. Since the pancreas is classified as both an endocrine organs and exocrine organs, it will also be discussed again with the digestive system. There are the three main type of cell in the pancreatic islet: alpha cell, beta cell, and delta cells. Alpha cells which secrete the glucagon, beta cells which are the most numerous secrete. Next is the insulin. Insulin is the delta cell which secrete the somatostatin. GHRIH. Next, gallbladder. Gallbladder is the pancreas, and the liver moved aside to show the stomach, spleen, and small intestine. The normal blood glucose level is between 3.5 and 8 mmol per liter, 63 to 144 mg per 100 ml. Blood glucose level are controlled mainly by the opposing action of insulin and glucagon. Glucagon increases blood glucose level, insulin reduce blood glucose level. Insulin, its main function is to lower the race blood nutrient level, not only glucose but also amino acids and fatty acids. These effects are described as anabolic, that is, they promote storage of nutrients. When nutrients, especially glucose, are in excess of immediate need, insulin promotes their storage by mechanism by which insulin lowers the blood glucose level, acting on the cell membrane and stimulating uptake and use of the glucose by muscles and connective tissue cells, increasing the conversions of glucose to glycogens and the glycogenesis, especially in the liver and skeletal muscles, accelerating the uptake of amino acids by cells and synthesis of protein, promoting synthesis of fatty acids and storage of fat in adipose tissue, lipogenesis, decreasing the glycogenolysis breakdown of glucogen into glucose. Blood potassium levels regulate the aldosterone secretion by the adrenal cortex. When blood potassium level rise, more aldosterone is secreted. Low blood potassium has the opposite effect. Angiotensins also stimulate the release of aldosterone. Next is the glucagon. Glucagon increases the blood glucose levels by stimulating conversion of glucagon to glucose in the liver and skeletal muscles. Glucogenolysis. Secretions of glucagon is stimulated by the low blood glucose level and exercise and decreased by somatostatin and insulin. There are the somatostatin, GHRIH. This hormone also produced by the hypothalamus inhibit the secretion of both insulin and glucagon in addition to inhibiting the secretion of GH from the anterior pituitary. In today's class, I discuss about the mechanisms by which the insulin lower the blood glucose level and about insulin. Thank you for watching. Hello everyone, myself Himani Sharma from RPT campus. In today's class, I discuss about the automation in hematology, process of replacement of tasks performed by humans by the computerized method. Semi-automated instruments require some steps as dilution of blood samples often measure only a small number of variables. Fully automated instruments required only that an appropriate blood sample is presented to the instrument. They can measure 8 to 20 variables, including some new parameters which do not have any equivalent in mutual. There are the methods, advantages of the automation in the hematology. Speed with the efficient handling of a large number of samples. Accuracy and precision in quantitative blood tests. Ability to perform multiple tests on a single platform. Significant production of labor requirement. Invaluable for accurate determination of red cell indices. Next is the disadvantages of the automation in hematology. There, the flagging of the laboratory test result demands labor in intensive manual examination of a blood smear. Comment on the red cell's morphology cannot be generated. Abnormal red cell shapes. There are the shapes such as the fragmented cell cannot be recognized. Error increased or decreased result due to interfering factors. Expensive with high running cost. Next are the principle of the working of automation. There are electrical impedance, light scatter, fluorescence, light absorption, and electrical conductivity are used. First is the counter principle, electrical impedance. A stream of cells in suspension passes through a small aperture across which an electrical current is applied. Each cell that passes alter the electrical impedance can thus be counted and sized. Next is the light scatter. Each cell flows in a single line through a flow cell. A laser device is focused on the flow cells. As the laser light beam strikes a cell, it is scattered in various directions. One detector captured the forward scatter light that is proportional to cell size, and other captures the side scatter which is equal to the cell granularity and complexity. In today's class, I discuss about the automation in hematology, their advantages, their disadvantages, and the principle of working, that is the counter principle electrical impedance. Thank you.